Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Today is Thursday, March the 26th of the beautiful year 2026. And today we'll know the last player to qualify for the top 8 for the quarterfinals of our main event, the 2026 Paldas Cup. Last match and last session, COBRA versus Serenity. After two sessions, we have a perfect tie, 8-8. It was 4-4 after session 1, 8-8 after session 2. It looks like, it's very hard to for one of the players to get an advantage over the other one. So will we need all 25 games? Will we need all 9 games today to determine the winner? We are about to find out. And we see already Hannah in the chat asking, why is this matchup so close? That's a good question, Hannah. I partially answered your question. The other case is also that the players have their moments when they have like early top outs and moments of good game. And in the previous 16 games, they were able to like equally win the same amount of games. Today, we can have up to 9 games of Tetris, so one of the players will have to win and will advance to the next round. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at the bracket. Let's see what happened in the tournament so far. As mentioned, this is the last of the round of 16 matches in this tournament. The other 3 pairings are already known: Scooty versus Le, Tugi versus Elias, and Gunther versus Hannah. The winner of today's match will play against Paceman Shuichi. So whoever wins today will have a very, very tough opponent in the top 8 of this event. But yeah, this is the top 8, so there are only good players left in this tournament. Yeah, before we go further, I'm happy to announce that we were able to schedule already some sessions of the quarterfinals, and we start tomorrow with the first match between Tugi and Elias. A very, very exciting match. 20 UTC, the first session of this match will happen. Then on Saturday at 18 UTC, Blue Scooty and Le play their first session. We come back to the match between Scooty and Le on Monday, 21:15 UTC. This will be their second session. And Tugi versus Elias Friday in a week, so April the 3rd at 18 UTC. The match between Hannah and Gunther is in scheduling process, so we have there is a possibility that the first session of their match will be played before Tugi and Elias' second session on Friday the 3rd of April at 17 UTC, but we need to wait for an answer from Gunther. And of course, when we know who wins today, we'll be able to schedule the match between Shuichi versus either COBRA or Serenity. Quick reminder about the rules: we play level 18 stars only, no line cap, SPS controller and ham are mandatory for this event. Rerolls sit every game, and a round of 16 and quarterfinals were played in a best of 25 format in 3 sessions: 8 games session 1, 8 games session 2, and 9 games, up to 9 games in session 3. At least 5 games are needed today, but I have a weird feeling that we will need more than that. Each session is played on a separate day, which is also the case here. So our players: COBRA, current elo 1799, comp PB 721. Serenity, elo rating 1689, comp PB 648. So on paper, COBRA should be a clear favorite, but as you can see, we are tied. Not always the numbers play. The players play, and 16 games of Tetris. Perfect tie, 8-8. In their first matches, COBRA won 10-4 versus Team, Serenity 10-6 versus Tony. You can see their highest scores and the stats from this match, which happened with tournament stats for the players after one match. So the same, almost the same, highest scores. Serenity with a little bit more of early top outs in terms that destroyed the average, but in terms of median, very similar stats as well. And here are your stats after 16 games of this match. 597 highest score for COBRA, 593 for Serenity. Neither of the players was able to, you know, to go long after transition. 54 nice for COBRA, 161 for Serenity, but maybe today we'll see something different. COBRA, after like disaster in session 1 in terms of, you know, the losing scores, COBRA had like 4 very early top outs. It was able to improve the average a little bit, and the median. Serenity shows once again a very good performance. And COBRA is in the chat, so hello COBRA, welcome here. Yeah, we'll start the session just in a second. Serenity is in the chat as well, so let me check if the players are live. If they are, I will bring them to the screen and we'll be able to start the final session of the match, the final round of 16 action, the closest of the matches after 2 sessions. And yeah, we will see then who will be able to win today. One player needs to win and the other will be going home after today's session. So whoever wins will have a tough task. Yeah, whoever loses still was a good performance in the tournament considering what happens. But yeah, it's a single elimination. One player needs to win. So we'll see who will be today. Oh, and here are our players, COBRA and Serenity. All the players are finishing their warm-up. I'll give them the pieces for game number 1, which will be 36 to fa7, 36 to fa7. This warm-up game of COBRA on 19 looks very nice. Yeah, I hope that level 19 will be a factor today. I hope that we can see some games decided on level 19 speeds. We know that both players are able to get some good games post transition. Of course, it's difficult to get them, you know, on demand during the match, but yeah, if they... Oh, and the paceman is here. Hello Shuichi, welcome. Yeah, that was a very good pace on 19 for COBRA. I said highest 19 score in a long time. Oh, that's a good thing to have. Yeah, Shuichi Bro is probably here to check who will be the opponent for the German player in the next round of the tournament. Yeah, so 36 to fa7, 36 to fa7 is the seed. No early top out drugs this time. I think COBRA used all the drugs in the session 1. COBRA got like 4 very early top outs, like really very early top outs. So, but yesterday was not that bad, COBRA. I think your early top out pills were taken in session 1. Yeah, so early top out pills. You overcame your addictions at Shuichi. Okay. Yeah. You need to follow your steps. Yeah. You will have a chance to follow the steps reaching at the next match. But as for now, we need to start session number 3. Might be addicted to something new called low pace pills. Oh. Okay, so let's see. The players are ready. Good luck, have fun to both of you, and let the better player win today. Game number 17 of this match starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, we see that the seats are correct, so we are officially in game number 1 of today, game number 17 of the entire match, the last of the round of 16 action, last match of the round of 16. And from tomorrow we will see the quarterfinals. The first of the matches is already scheduled. Tugi versus Elias tomorrow at 20 UTC. They will play their first session. So yeah, it might be some fireworks. We know that both players can play Tetris very, very well. So I'm really looking forward to this match, and I will have a special guest. In the commentary. I will try to get some special guests for as many sessions as possible, starting from tomorrow in comms. So yeah, you might hear some familiar or maybe unfamiliar voices, and yeah, we will see how it goes. So 102 for COBRA, 64 for Serenity. Shuichi, maybe you played too much of the wrong version, you know? Maybe your break from PAL was too long. 149 for COBRA, 98 for Serenity. Serenity with a clean board. COBRA, yeah, almost in full control of the board as well. Yes, Shuichi, I have like a weird impression that when you take too long break from one of the versions, it's like kind of hard to you know to switch. I think it's good, you know, to have at least a few games of both versions once in a while. So yeah, I'm not that surprised, because when you play too much on TSC, you are like, you know, used to play too much of this you know, slow DAS, then the slippery fast DAS of PAL. It seems very, very weird, very odd. I speak about my experience, so yeah, maybe it's a similar case for you if you wanna share your experience. Dot 53 meanwhile for COBRA, 178 for Serenity. So COBRA still in the lead in this game. Serenity a little bit high. Yeah, from PAL to NTC is not that hard. That's also my impression. It's kind of easier to, you know, to switch from the faster to the slower DAS. $346 for COBRA, $233 for Serenity. So COBRA is kind of running away with the score. It's about 110,000 points real lead for the American player here. Still have over 30 lines to go for Serenity in this game. Before transition, COBRA is already past 'Lost track'. Okay, so let's come back. 464 for COBRA, 353 for Serenity. And yeah, we are approaching the transition pretty soon, so the players, you better be aware. Level 19 action incoming. Serenity is behind, so Serenity needs to prepare the board for some 19 action. COBRA already with over 500,000, so COBRA already starts the session in a very, very nice way. COBRA transition with 558, and COBRA plays on level 19. Serenity 447 transition with, I wanted to say with a nice board going into transition. Sorry guys. And COBRA on level 20. And COBRA can't do anything more. COBRA tops out at 567, so Serenity, you have a target. 568 is your target to win the game. 568. It's not obvious, but yeah, at least you know what is your goal. Oh, those misdrops are unfortunately killing Serenity's game. 461, 820. And COBRA takes first game of today, and COBRA takes the lead 9-8. GG's. I love forgetting how to play that after transition. Yeah, this is a tough thing. So your seat for game number 18. This is C32BEE. And hello Ryan Chessmaster, welcome in the chat as well. Have good dust control in stacking, yeah. Perfect, how do you say it? Perfect tip from Ro16. Easier said than done. Okay, so the players are ready. Game number 18 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. We already see the seats are correct, so we're good to go. $79 for COBRA, 115 for Serenity after 20 lines of what is game number 18. Paldastetris for Serenity, COBRA. At the same line count, COBRA is about 35k behind, so around 1.5 Tetrises. Oh, and we've lost Serenity. COBRA, keep playing. I will try to refresh Serenity. I hope we can get Serenity back soon. If not, of course, we will need to redo. Oh, OBS crashed. Okay. So this game won't count. Cobra, if you wanna finish this game until Serenity shows up, of course you can do, but this game does not count for the match. We'll redo the game. Okay, we have Serenity back, so I will give you the new seat, and we will redo the game number 18, 7A FF 9B 7A 7A FF 9B. This is the seat for game 8 redo. Okay, so the players are ready. Game number 18, take number 2. In the 3, 2, 1, Tetris. AFF 9B. Yeah, so we are good. $30,000 for COBRA, 74 for Serenity. Oh, and Cobra with some weird hangs, and Cobra can't survive it. Oh no, this escalated quickly for Cobra, and Cobra uploaded 54,000. Serenity is good, and we have another tie in this match. It's 9-9. Serenity, you are good. Cobra gifted you the game, so you can top out whenever you want. You're good. 148. 200 is the score. Stop the drugs, says Shuichi, and this happened last time. My OBS crashed. I cursed Cobra. Okay, so let's have that the next game won't be that cursed of the game Sorry. Serenity's OBS, please don't crash. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. 3F E998. This is the seat for the next game. And Serenity is ready. Cobra is ready as well. Game number 19 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. 3F E998, yeah. 238 for Cobra, 69 for Serenity. These are starting points. Starting points, yeah, of this game. Oh, Serenity with a little bit of a hang. Okay, one good long bar and Serenity, yeah, should be fine. $142 for Cobra, 100,000 for Serenity. Okay, Serenity with this Tetris improves to 140, Cobra 238, so Cobra almost 100,000 points ahead after 52 lines of this game. So Cobra was able to get an advantage, but now Cobra is in a lot of trouble. This is a very troublesome situation and Cobra can't do anything more. Cobra tops out at 240, 551, which means Serenity, you have a target of 241,000 to win this game. 241,000 is what you need to take this game and take the lead in this match. There's still a lot of lines here on 18, so Serenity doesn't need to force things. To 26, so yeah, less than a Tetris, and Serenity's target of 241 should be achievable without too many complications. And here is the Tetris, here is the win. Serenity takes the game and takes the lead 10-9. GG's. Lines 277,020 is the score, and here is your seed for game number 20, which will be 90 BC C3, 90 BC C3. And both players are ready. So game number 20. Start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. 0 BC C3. I'm checking that last time Serenity was in the lead in this match before this game. This was game number 7 as Serenity was leading 4-3. Since then, either tie or Cobra ahead. Serenity was mostly like chasing Cobra's score to stay in this tie situation. Oh, but now Serenity is a little bit higher. Oh, and this J piece, this wasn't a good piece for this board. Okay, Serenity. Oh, this is now getting troublesome for Serenity, and now with an early top out. 40,660. So this means COBRA is good. COBRA takes this game, and we have another tie in this match. This time it's 10 to 10. 10 to 10, which means we are now basically in a 145 to 91. We are basically in a best of five situation. And hello there, welcome in the chat as well. So here's your seed for game number 21, which will be FBC90D. FBC90D. Yeah, we're closer and closer to the match end, so maybe the nerves are becoming a factor as well. Who knows, who knows? 20 games in, theoretically 5 more games to go. We need to see at least 3 of them to determine the winner. Who would it be? We're about to find out. The players are ready. Game number 21 starts 3, 2, 1. Race. FBC90D, and we are good. We are in game number 21. As the players are in their initial stage of this game, let me remind you guys that this tournament has a Macherino prize pool. We're currently at $533. If you want to help to make this prize pool bigger, feel free to click on the link in the chat. Currently you are able to pay the top 8 of this tournament, but if we are able to reach $1,000 or more, the top 16 players can get a share of a prize pool. So if you have some money you would like to spend on Tetris, this is a perfect opportunity to do so. Oh, and Serenity's board is climbing, but gets the long bar for a nice Tetris. Oh, and now COBRA is also a little bit higher. Okay. COBRA slowly but surely is bringing the board down. Serenity is fine. Now COBRA needs to find those few good moves and few good pieces to regain the control over the board, and it looks like COBRA found it, so COBRA is back in business. COBRA with 85,000, Serenity with 123, sorry, and Serenity once again goes a little bit higher the board, but this should be fine. Tower of Eiffel. Tower of Eiffel. Good one. 199 for Serenity, 179 for COBRA. So Serenity 1 Tetris ahead after 51 lines. Now COBRA with a little bit of a center well situation. Oh, and COBRA broke the well, now needs to reopen it. And this allows Serenity to build the lead. 323 for Serenity, 264 for COBRA. Serenity 349. And this is a very good pace by Serenity right now compared to COBRA. It's 115,000 points advantage after 102 lines. So it looks like COBRA needs to prepare for some 19 action. $51 COBRA, 486 Serenity. Serenity with this Tetris surpasses 500k. This is for the first time in this session. Highest score for Serenity in this session today was 461 so far in the very first game. So good to see a good score. 534. Serenity can theoretically go for 2 more Tetrises. Yeah, but needs to go perfect for that. COBRA currently at 409 after transition. And Serenity is waiting for the final Tetris. Oh, a nice tag. COBRA is about to top out. COBRA tops out with 409,904, which means Serenity takes the game with a score of 582,680. A very, very good score. A very good score by Serenity, and Serenity takes another lead in this match. This time 11-10. So we are closer and closer to the conclusion of this match. Now the seed for game number 22. This will be 2D C7 46, 2D C7 46. Okay, so the players are ready and the game starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Seven, 4, 6. Yeah, we are good with the seats. So guys in the chat, what is your prediction? Will we see all 25 games in this match? G answering yes. Oh, COBRA, no! This went out of control, but COBRA is able to keep this game alive. It looks scary for a moment. COBRA keeps playing. 99,000, but this is not like the most, the biggest problem for COBRA right now. The board state is kind of problematic. COBRA needs to do something to bring this board down, but those pieces are not cooperating with COBRA, and COBRA can't do anything more, and COBRA tops out at 104,897, which means Serenity is good. Serenity takes the 2 games lead, leads 12 to 10, and Serenity is only 1 game away from winning the entire match, which means COBRA needs to win all the possible 3 remaining games in this match. COBRA can't afford losing anymore. Here is your seed for game number 23, which will be d8 to e1a, d8 to e1a. This will be your seed for game number 23. Okay, so COBRA is ready, Serenity is ready. The game starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And to E1. Okay, it's very good. In game number 23. This is now not the easiest situations for COBRA. Serenity is on a match point. For COBRA, 52 for Serenity. After 16 lines, COBRA was able to start a little bit more efficiently. This is still a very early phase of this game. COBRA 17,000 points ahead at 37 lines. Both players now with clean boards. So let's see how this game develops and who of the players will be able to maintain a clean stack, and all the players will be able to get more Tetrises. And now we are in a very close situation. Serenity was able to reduce COBRA's advantage. One of these games, there is still nothing major. $62 for COBRA after 58 lines. And to 47 for a Serenity. And COBRA needs to do a little bit of a cleanup. Serenity opens the level. Oh, okay. Serenity gets a number for the Tetris. To 77 for Serenity, to 93 for COBRA. So COBRA actually 1 Tetris ahead at the same line count. But COBRA is still in this kind of situation, but gets a nice long bar for a Tetris. COBRA probably is forced to play this high Tetris here. Gets a long bar, good for COBRA. Already also getting some good Tetrises. And Serenity is ahead. Oh, but this left side requires a little bit of help, and yeah, Serenity gets all the perfect pieces. 416 for Serenity, 383 for Cobra. Cobra is back in business. Yeah, Cobra is behind in points by about 35,000, but now Serenity is Serenity has a close well, Cobra not, so this might be a chance for Cobra, but Serenity immediately opens the well. Cobra is waiting for a longer, was forced to close the well for a moment as well. 433 for Cobra, 469 for Serenity. We're approaching the transition, and it looks like Cobra will be forced to play post-transition to stay in this match. Oh, and Cobra creates a very weird dependency code. Cobra can't afford topping out before transition. Cobra needs to stay alive. Cobra opens the well, 488, transition 519 for Serenity. Serenity hangs the pieces and Cobra has a chance. 520 is the target for Cobra to stay in the match. Serenity topped out at 519, 500 just after transition. Cobra needs to stay in order to stay in this match, needs to get 520,000 in this game. And Cobra went for a Tetris and it paid off for Cobra. Cobra gets the required amount of points. And we play. Still keep playing here in this match, not in 11 for Cobra. So, Cobra 563-726. This is the final score, 11-12, 23 games in. And here is your seed for game number 24, which will be 2B F490, 2B F490. Okay, so this will be either 24 or 25 game match, and the next game, yeah, we'll decide if we'll see a full distance or not. Cobra needs to win it to force a decider, otherwise Serenity advances to the top 8 of this event. The players are ready. Game number 24 starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. F490, yeah, we're good. For Cobra, 45 for Serenity. Both players with perfect starts. But Serenity and Cobra now were forced to burn their first lines. Oh, Cobra gets another Tetris, 93,000, Serenity 97. 187, Serenity 190. Okay, Serenity and for some safety triples. Of course, Serenity is not forced to go, you know, for some crazy stuff. Cobra is the one fighting to stay in this match. Serenity doesn't need necessarily to take too many risks. 271 for Cobra, 291 for Serenity. Yeah, very decent pace from both players after 65 lines, considering that we are in the very late phase of this match. .303 for Serenity, 328 for Cobra. Cobra now needs to open the well and does so. 333, Serenity 327. Cobra with another Tetris. Serenity as well. This is like only 3000 points difference between the two players after 90 lines. So it's a very necky game. And this game might be decisive in this match, but might also force a decider. We are about to find out what will be the outcome very soon, as we are like 30 lines before transition. Cobra with a Tetris. Serenity building a little bit of a tower, but was able to get the long bar to bring the board back in business, in situation. 414 for Cobra, 429 for Serenity. And another Tetris for Serenity, 475, Cobra 461. Yeah, this is less than a Tetris, so this isn't a disadvantage for Serenity, but Cobra with this weird placement of the J piece, and this left side might be difficult for Cobra to survive, and Cobra's board is getting higher and higher before transition, and Cobra tops out at 484. Serenity needs 484 to force a decider, not to win the match, but we have a decider. Oh no, Serenity can't do anything more, and Cobra wins this game by only 1000 points. 1000 points, exactly 1021 points. And guys, we will see the final game to determine the winner. It's 12-12. Yes, Shuichi, you told this will be decider, but what a dramatic end of this game. Cobra wins the game by 1020 points. We played 24 games in this match, and neither of the players is closer. This was can't speak. Yeah, neither of the players is closer. The one game and one game only will decide who advances to the next round and who faces Shuichi. I'm speaking too much, sorry for that. Here is your seed for the last game. EF, AB, BE, EF, AB, BE. So only letters, no digits here in this last seed. Yeah, we've seen so many interesting situations in this match, and we are down. We are down to the last game, to game number 25. Whoever wins it advances to the next round. We both players played some great games. Let's hope you can enjoy your last game and let the better player win. Game number 25 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Game 25. Never heard that before. You see? New experience, Cobra. New experience. FEF. And we have a bad seat. Cobra, you have an 8 on the first spot, so players, please top out. You'll get a new seat. There is a seat mismatch, unfortunately. So this game does not count. Please top out and you will get a new seat. 98 E3 AD, 98 A3 AD. Okay, so it looks like the players are ready. Let's hope the seats are correct. Game number 25. Take number 2. The final game of the match starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. 98 E3 AD, 98 E3 AD. Yeah, this time we're good. This is the last game of this match. This game decides who wins the match. Oh, but there were so many S's and Z's at the beginning, and this caused a little bit of problems to both players. But Serenity is now back in business. Cobra should be back as well. $30,000 for Cobra, 49 for Serenity. Serenity was able to take about 2 Tetris's lead over Cobra. Serenity is actually having a pretty good pace in this game. Cobra is like 37,000 points behind. A little bit less than 2 Tetrises. Oh, there were 3 long bursts in a row, and neither of the players was able to use them for Tetrises. Yeah, this is still a very good pace by Serenity. 281 at 58 lines. Cobra 308 Serenity, and Cobra now meets. Okay, gets nice long bar. Tetris. Serenity with a clean board. Cobra needs to do a little bit of cleaning. This is a chance for Serenity to run away with the score in this decider. COBRA 348, Serenity 384. COBRA still not able to fully regain control over this board. Luckily for COBRA, Serenity also in a little bit of a dig. 357 for COBRA, 413 for Serenity. And both players having their difficulties to deal with. And we're approaching the transition, about 25-30 lines. Serenity 60k ahead, but this misdrop off of the L might have been problematic, but Serenity got perfect pieces to get out of this situation. Oh, and Serenity's board is climbing, and Serenity gets the long bar, but this is still a very problematic board. Can Serenity get out of these problems before transition? 413 for COBRA, 451 for Serenity. COBRA is now clean, COBRA is back in business. Serenity with 453 at 199, COBRA 459 and 129, so Serenity still has some lines to play, but the board is not looking great, and Serenity's board is falling apart, and Serenity tops out at 129 with 455 to 40, which means COBRA takes the game and a match 13-12. COBRA is the player who advances to the next round and will play against Ro16. And yeah, Serenity, thank you very much for your participation in the tournament. You did a really great job here in this match. Only one player could win, and the player who wins is COBRA. So COBRA, now you will have a tough opponent in the next round. This will be Ro16. And Serenity, when I end my break, I don't know how long the break will be. If I organize any tournaments, of course, feel free to play in the future. So, here are your match stats. After 25 games of Tetris, COBRA wins the match 13-12, and COBRA advances to the next round. You can see the match stats. So COBRA wasn't able to improve for those losing scores that much in this session. Serenity was able to play less of those early dropouts, but in the end, COBRA was able to win 13 out of 25 games, and COBRA will have a chance to face Ro16. In the top 8 of this event. So congratulations, COBRA, once again. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Serenity, for playing. It was a fun match. Of course, it had its all ups and downs from both players, but the dramaturgy was there. And yeah, despite a late hour here in Poland, yeah, it was quite an exciting match. And yeah, here we have our full list of players playing in the top 8 of this event. Bluescooty versus Le, Shuichi versus COBRA, Tugi versus Elias, and Gunther versus Hana. These are our top 8 players of this event. Yeah, two of the matches are already scheduled, their first 2 sessions. I will show it to you just in a second, but before I do that, I wanna share you also an information that COBRA is joining the list of the players who have at least 1800 euro. Here is the confirmation. COBRA, after winning this match against Serenity, surpasses 1800, is currently at 1803, only 1 point behind Hana, 11 points behind Ro16. Actually, we have in the second half of the top 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all occupied by the American players. Serenity currently world number 14 with 1685, but a very strong performance today. So yeah, as I mentioned, only one player could win, and as you saw, we needed all 25 games to determine the winner. COBRA was the one who was able to win it today. So that's it, and now once again, what's ahead of us? Tomorrow at 20 UTC, we will have a match between Tugi and Elias, the first session of the match. Then on Saturday, Ro16 versus Le, the first session of the match at 18 UTC. And then we'll come back to Scooty versus Le on Monday at 1:15, and we'll come back to Tugi versus Elias on Friday, April the 3rd at 18 UTC. Yeah, the match between Hana and Gunther is in the scheduling process, and we'll see what we can do with Shuichi and COBRA. As for now, we know that COBRA is going to Toronto this weekend, so I assume we will start the match somewhere next week. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the action. We needed all 25 games to determine the winner, but we are now done with the round of 16. We are now in the quarterfinals, and we will see who all the players can now advance to the top 4 of this event. But yeah, I see that paldastetris is training. There is Dog playing against Critical. Let's see what's going on there. There is a decider, so let's rate them and let's see what's going on there. We'll be back tomorrow, 20 UTC, Tugi versus Elias, the first session of the match. So thank you very much for watching, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.